Hello. Welcome to Divine Timing. If you stumbled upon this reading, I hope there's something here for you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you like what you hear, give us a like, give us a follow, share the video. Anything helps. Okay, so one card flipped over here. Justice. This is about fairness. This is about equality. This is about balance. This is about karma. Interesting. Okay. Let's keep going. Wow. Okay. The Star. This is about wishing upon a star. This is about dreams coming true, manifestations coming true. This is about having faith in the divine, having faith in your connection to the divine, co-creating with spirit so that your wishes can come true. It's beautiful. Both are major arcana. So there's some kind of justice coming in around your manifestations, around your dreams. Some kind of balance coming in around that. Seven of Cups. Confusion. Cloudiness. Not knowing which cup is going to bring you the most happiness, the most fulfillment. Being a little bit confused about which direction to go in. This card's been coming out a lot lately, so I feel like maybe there's some confusion going on in the collective. Everyone's feeling this way. I know I am. And that's okay. Okay, interesting. So we go from the Seven of Cups to the Ten of Cups, which this is fulfillment. This is the happily ever after. This is the realization, like the emotional fulfillment of your manifestations coming true. You're wishing upon a star, and here it is. Your wish is fulfilled. So I think Spirit is trying to say, hold on, hold out. I know we're confused right now. I know it doesn't seem like it's ever going to happen for us. I know it feels, you might feel a little lost as far as your emotional fulfillment. But it's going to balance out. Justice is coming in. Things will right themselves, And then we have the Six of Swords. So this is moving into calmer waters. Like it looks very turbulent here and stormy and doesn't look like there's hope in this card, but there is, because look at these crows. They're pulling this boat into calmer waters, away from the storm. So this is moving towards calmer waters. And then we have another seven, the Seven of Pentacles. And this also has to do with your manifestations. This has to do with these seeds that you planted. And this has to do with, it does take time. You know, this doesn't grow overnight. It takes time. You got to get the soil conditions right. You got to water your plant and make sure it's getting enough sunlight, you know? This is about really kind of nurturing your manifestations, putting in the work. This does take dedication. You know, anything that's worthwhile takes dedication. Doesn't happen overnight. But you do that and your manifestations will come true. They're on their way. Sometimes it gets, what do they say? The night is darkest before the dawn. Sometimes things get really hard before they get better. I'm going to take these because they just kind of stayed in my hands. 4 of Swords. So this is about resting, recovering, protecting your heart, nurturing yourself, knowing that, you know, the 4 follows the 3. And the 3 of Swords is where this heart is pierced, you know, you're heartbroken. And the 4 of Swords is taking a little bit of time out for yourself to rest and recover from this heartbreak. And then we have the Sun, which is happiness. This is joy. This is vitality. This is passion. This is fulfillment. This is being free. This feels so good. This is like connecting to your inner child. Look at all the light in this card. This feels so hopeful. And then 5 of Swords. Overthinking. Being stuck in your head. Anxiety, worry. It's all mental energy. Swords is very mental. And we have a lot of swords in this reading. We have literally 4, 5, and 6 of Swords. So this is kind of what happens after, you know, somebody breaks your heart, the 3 of Swords, which isn't shown here, but we take some time out to recover. Yes, there might be some overthinking involved, some anxiety, playing things out in your head on like a merry-go-round over and over and over again. And then finally deciding, you know what? Enough. I'm going to move towards something that feels better, something that feels calmer, something that feels safer. And that's this. That's this. That's this. Look at these cards. Like, this is fulfillment. This feels so divinely connected. This feels so emotionally fulfilling and freeing and just, it's just such good energy. It's hopeful. This gives me so much hope. I think it's really true that, you know what, the night is, it's darkest before the dawn. You know, all this dark energy, and then we're confused. You know, this is being lost. This is not, you know, this is going through it. This is doing the shadow work. And coming out on the other side of it, saying, you know what, I'm going to focus on what I want to grow in my life. That's what I'm going to focus on. I'm going to focus on what's working, what feels good, because that is what's going to bring in karmic justice. Interesting. Okay. Pull a few more cards. You know, it's like fulfillment just doesn't happen like overnight. You know, it's a process, and that's life too. Life is ups and downs. Life is happiness and life is sadness. Life is feeling good and life is feeling not good, you know? It's both. It's the yin and the yang. We need both. And this is part of the journey. You know? We don't have control over it a lot of times. But what we do have control over, as like, I almost lost control of the whole deck. I literally did. What we do have control over is ourselves, our actions, our thoughts, how we're going to respond to things. Are we going to stay in our head and overthink every little thing? Or are we going to let it go and focus on our own happiness? Focus on the positivity. Queen of Cups. She's intuitive. She is in the flow. She is in her divine, feminine, receptive energy. She knows. You can't get one over on her. She's so intuitive. She knows. She listens to her intuition. 6 of Cups. This is nostalgia for the past. You know, memories. This can be someone from the past returning. Page of Pentacles. This is this is new energy, you know? Something new coming into your life on the material realm. Could have to do with finances, could have to do with a new job opportunity, a new hobby, something new in the material realm that has the potential to bring in some pentacles. And speaking of pentacles, King of Pentacles, divine masculine. He is grounded. He is stable. He has a stable foundation. He is patient. He knows what it takes, that it takes patience and perseverance. He is so grounded. He is the slowest moving king in the deck, but he is stable. He is secure. He is firm. He has built such a solid foundation in the material realm. So I think you have someone new coming into your life, or something new, that you really need to trust your intuition on this one. They might feel like somebody that you've met before in the past. There's going to be something about them that feels very nostalgic. Like, do I know this person already? Or this thing. It's just going to feel very familiar to you. Maybe it was something that you used to do as a child that brought you so much joy and happiness. And now you're reconnecting back into it later in life and realizing, wow, this is something new for me. This is something new that could bring in a lot of material happiness. This is something that could be really successful for me. And it has the potential to be super stable and secure. Whether it's a person, whether it's a passion project, whether it's a new job, a new opportunity, you're going to be feeling very secure about it. And at the bottom of the deck, Temperance. This is all about staying in that flow state. I was talking about this on a previous reading. It's all about staying in that flow state. Being open and flowing and receptive to the divine abundance that wants to come into your life. Because it does. It wants to come into your life. Spirit wants to give it to you. All your manifestations. So just stay open to receive. That is really the message here. Stay open to receive and really trust your intuition. Trust your feelings. Trust your intuitive hits. Trust that everything is going to happen when it's meant to happen. Your 10 of Cups, your happily ever after is coming in. It is. It just takes time. And you might be going through it right now. You might be going through the ebb and the flow where you're feeling a little lost right now. You're feeling a little confused. You're in your head. You know, you're kind of like, this is like Spirit is saying, no, we need you to just rest right now. Now is not the time. It's not coming through right this moment. Right now we are resting. But it's coming. It's on its way. Ace of Cups. This is new love. This is fulfillment. This is something that's really going to light your heart up. Could be a new person, a new passion, but it's going to feel super fulfilling. It's going to fill that cup right up. 9 of Cups. Another card of fulfillment. So much fulfillment on its way. Look at this. This looks so promising. This is success right here. Emotional fulfillment. Full cups, feeling super fulfilled on an emotional level. This is emotional fulfillment. Look at that. Look at how promising this looks. I think Spirit really wants to say, I know you're feeling down and out right now, but just hold on. It's coming. Everything that you are desiring is on its way because you have planted these seeds. You're watering them. You're taking care of them. It's, you know, every day you're being stable. You're this King of Pentacles here, doing the work. It takes willpower. It takes determination. You're doing it. And you will see your rewards. You will see your manifestations. They're on the way. 6 of Pentacles. This is reciprocity, equal give and take. This could be a really reciprocal situation where you're going to get out of it what you put into it. It's going to be even giving and receiving. So stay open to the flow of receiving abundance. That's what Spirit really wants you to know. Stay open, stay in balance, and stay open to the reciprocity that's coming in. Because it's coming in. What a beautiful reading. I want to pull one last card. Just made these cards. They have little sayings on them. I just want to pull. Oh, one came out. Be open to new perspectives. Interesting. Be open to new perspectives. Let's get another one. Yeah, see, that's like, don't be too set on, that's too many. Don't be too set on things need to look this specific way. You need to be open and adaptable and flowing like water, because you just never know. Beginner's mind. Have an open mind. Approach everything like a beginner. Ask questions. Stay curious. You never know what could be the question or the thing or the opportunity that lights you up. Like maybe saying yes to something that you would want to say no to puts you on the path to meet someone that's going to change your life and it's going to change your destiny. But you have to stay open to it. Wow. Letting go of what you think you know and approaching each moment with fresh, unbiased eyes like a beginner. I know it's hard to read because it's backwards, but I did not make this up. So that definitely is the message coming through. Let go of what you think you know. Approach each moment with fresh, unbiased eyes like a beginner. I love that. That's so beautiful. That's how we should be approaching every day, every situation, you know? Stay curious, stay open, stay receptive, and stay in the flow. Thanks for joining. See you next time.